you a mum and in some serious need of some TLC? Well, you've come to the right place, because I'm going to share with you some realistic things that you can do to bring that back in your day-to-day routine. And this is what I do to bring myself some self-care. Right, I'm going to set you guys up on the tripod, but basically I'm Alina Ghost. If you're new here, if you like this video, please do give me a like. If you like mum stuff, mum hacks and things like this type of content, then do subscribe and let's get straight into it. Cool, so what do I do as a mum to bring self-care back? I've got lots of ideas for you guys and I'm going to be speaking very quickly, so make sure that you're tuning in. I'm going to be giving you lots of ideas, some of them that have been mentioned before and that you should listen, and others that you might have not heard of before. So let's get to it. First one, and that is being physical. Make sure that you're moving your body. So whether you're walking, whether you're cycling, whether you're swimming, whether you are doing a class, whatever you are doing, just make sure that you're moving those joints, basically, that you're using those muscles, that you're giving your body a chance to remember what it's like to be moving, because it's really important. The physical ability of doing something is also really good for the mind, so make sure that you are out, especially if you are always at home, especially if you are a full-time mum, or if you're working from home full-time like myself, because I'm a working mum. Basically, the idea is to get out of the house, but you don't have to get out of the house to move your body as well, because that's not an excuse. Basically, you can do YouTube videos. When I first had Aiden, I gave it a few months and then I was slowly thinking about the things that I could do to get my body moving again, especially around that mum tum area. So I'll make sure to link that video down below, but I did do some exercises where I simply started to move myself into basically getting physical. Number 2 is prioritizing sleep. I am so good at sleeping. I love sleeping. And when you've got a kid, it's very hard to do. So it's about prioritizing sleeping. Yes, you want to have some of that alone time, yourself, like your time in the evenings to do something, whether it's yourself, whether it's with your partner. Basically, I am saying that that's important, but also think about prioritizing sleep. Don't make it into a routine where you're staying up late all the time. Make sure that you are sleeping and you're getting enough sleep. That's probably my number 1 tip for actually being less grouchy, eating less. So especially if you're not happy about your body and your weight and stuff, it's just so many benefits to sleep. So go have a nap right now. Healthy snacks and water could be an obvious one. And no, I'm not talking about actually weight-wise. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you're fat, I don't care if you're skinny. What I'm saying is that make sure that you're eating healthy snacks, whether it's like having apricot, like dried apricots, or like fruit, rather than having a biscuit or a chocolate. You'd be surprised, and it's wonders how much it does to your body to give you that energy without giving you like too much of a spike and then you have a low, you know, to just keep you going and actually keep you sustained and your skin and everything wonderful. So that brings me nicely to keep hydrated. That is self-care. Believe it or not, you'll have wonderful skin. You'll make sure to be hydrated throughout the day. So make sure that you're drinking enough water, guys. Look, it might sound like I'm preaching to you, I'm telling you off like a mum, but what I'm trying to do is basically teach you that self-care doesn't have to be like buying something for yourself, but we'll get onto that later. The next thing I'd recommend is laughing. This could even be fake laughter. You'd be surprised how much it does for you. So you can do it like and it makes you laugh just because you're fake laughing as well. So I'm laughing after the fact that I'm fake laughing, if that makes sense. And it gives signals to your brain. It tells you like, actually, I'm quite happy, I'm quite positive. Like, it's giving you the association, even if you might not feel it right now. Do the fake laugh, go on. You know, it's contagious as well. You go for it and you tell me how you feel. Something that I feel really passionate about, and that is basically doing mindfulness and gratefulness. Like, write in a journal, have a think about what you are grateful for that particular day. And actually, I've had a friend that told me that if you write something every single day that you are grateful for, it actually changes your mind. You have a think about like the positive things throughout the day, so it changes the way you're thinking throughout the day as well. So it's keeping you positive, keeping that gratitude and thankfulness for being where you are. It might be hard at first, but it's really good once you get trained into it, once you do it every day, and then it becomes second nature. Another self-care tip is basically pampering. People mention this all the time. Make sure that you're doing a face mask. Make sure that you're looking after your nails if you want to, if you've got time. You're also doing that skincare routine every night. Basically just looking after yourself that makes you feel better. It doesn't matter necessarily what it is or how you pamper yourself. It could be a bath once a week, you know. What I'm saying is that it's hard to get some time alone as a mum, but make sure to ask a partner, a friend, family, just to give you some peace, at least like a little bit. I'm not saying it's daily because I'm being realistic here. I'm saying just make sure that you've got some time that you are looking after yourself and it makes you feel happy. One that I find super duper helpful for me is listening to music, dancing as well if you can. I love to dance with my son, especially who's 3 years old. I also love to listen to music. I think Spotify told me that I was listening to like 86 different genres in 1 year. So basically it doesn't matter what you listen to, it just picks up your mood. It could be an easy one. You could put like a wedding playlist on and boom, you're already having fun. Do something special for yourself. That's another tip. So basically something realistic could be like buying yourself a chocolate. But a TikTok that I saw is where the lady goes, she opens up the door to her husband, hands him like the flowers and the chocolate and pretends that he's bought it for her and basically says, oh, thank you so much. I absolutely love the flowers and the chocolates. Basically what she's trying to say is that she's basically giving herself like those little treats and she's feeling happy. So do make sure that you are like self-caring, even if it's in the smallest of ways. The next tip is bring back a hobby. As a mum, as a parent, you totally forget who you are, what you like beforehand, right? So this is about remembering what you like doing. So for example, for me, I started cross-stitching again. I absolutely love doing things and being practical, maybe even like doing things at the same time, like whilst watching TV and being practical as well, so using my hands. So I brought back cross-stitching, but you can have a think about your hobbies and bring that back. That is self-care because that is you. This is who you are and this is what you can start doing again. You'd be surprised how much this one gets forgotten, and that is vitamin D. Look, I'm not saying go on a holiday. I am saying make sure that you're having your vitamin D, whether it's like tablet form, whether it's sunbed. Some people don't agree with sunbed, so it's completely up to you. Make sure that you are out during the summer days as well. You'd be surprised how much this affects your mood. Did you know that helping someone is also self-satisfying and gratifying too? It's a form of self-care and it's a little bit like altruistic, is that the word? But basically where you are doing it for selfish reasons, helping someone for selfish reasons because it makes you feel good. As an Aquarius, I absolutely love making people happy. I love helping people. So this is definitely a weird tip, but I do recommend it. You go out there, help family or friends or even a stranger, like help a little old lady with her bags and see what happens. Meditation is another self-care form. It's a lot slower. It's a little bit like thinking about yoga, so you can bring in yoga and meditation, but meditation basically gives you that peace. I know it's a little bit difficult to do with kids, but if they're in school or if they're in preschool or if somebody has them, just take a few minutes of your time, maybe more. If you can do more, then go for it. I've done classes that were like 45 minutes long before, and basically bring yourself to meditation and you'll be surprised how much of self-care that is. You'd feel so at peace. Body language is a great one. Now bear with me on this one because it's a little bit different. This is body language, not only about how you act and how you like present yourself, like how you're sitting, what you're doing, how you're speaking. It's also about what you're feeling inside. So somebody who taught me this, they were actually talking about going up on stage and how you present. So in a similar sort of way, close your eyes and pretend that you have a whole crowd. I imagine like Eminem, you know his song, basically imagine like a whole crowd looking at you and wanting you to speak or to say something, and then they all cheer for what you are about to say. This gives you such a feeling. I just got goosebumps. Basically it's just about the amazing amazing cheerleaders all are rooting for you and what you're doing. You'd be surprised how much this actually affects the way you feel and affects the way you act. Give it a go now and let me know in the comments down below how it made you feel. Last but not least, and this is probably the biggest one, look, we are all struggling as parents, and if you need help, ask for help. That is also a self-care mechanism when you know that you need help and therefore you ask for help. Let me repeat that. Ask for help. That is definitely my final tip for you guys, and I hope that this is very useful. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that these are really super great for you in self-care. This is what I do personally, and I hope that you like it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.